I didn't change the microphone settings. It'll be alright. Says we are live. What channels are we live? Hmm. That's that. Alright, guys. Looks like we're live. Let's get this out the way. If you guys hear anything in the background, I realize how loud my volume is, and my dog is just either eating or sleeping. One of the two. One of the two. By next week, that wouldn't be a problem anymore. But bear with me. So these Nasdaq trades from London session, and it's going well. I mean, let me wait for more people to join. This is good numbers. hmm hmm This is the group chat. We are live, baby. Easy numbers. This war thing, if you guys are not paying attention, there is war. Why am I so slow? So out the gate, we have Nasdaq busting lower. I'm also watching gold. I'm running a little heist on gold. I really don't trade gold, but obviously, being that the circumstances with war going on, when there's uncertainty, people are going to run to certainty, which is gold. So we're really expecting gold to go crazy, right? Look at gold right here, and two simultaneous trades. Is VC. Discord channel. Hmm. Where's gold? Let's see. So one thing about trading two um assets at once, like you can have a split mind, right? But I think with gold, I'm not really trying to focus too much on it today. All I know is that we're gonna go to more than likely take out these highs, and I'll take something off the table, and I really want to see us take out these highs up here. So I'm not gonna give too much direct attention to gold, but we're in it. The thing is this: whenever there's war, right? This is one of those times where I don't like trading gold on a regular day, but when there are historical events going on, you have to understand what's likely to happen. And what's likely is that people are going to push your money to a safe haven. So gold looks good, even from a daily chart. You see all these highs here. With this event that just took place, we can potentially go take out these highs on daily chart. Really on that weekly chart, I love it. I like gold on the weekly chart as well. From a weekly perspective, this looks like a weekly order block right here, or a C4. So from a weekly perspective, this trade could really just be a swing trade that take us all the way up to these highs. So I'm really, really in love with how gold looks right now. We have a nice, beautiful entry. We're just gonna hold. We are gonna hold here. Again, by the way, I'm not a financial advisor, so whatever I'm saying is just for all. It's just what I like to. I like to trade the markets, so to not put your money at risk based on anything I say here. Nothing I say, and everything I do in front of you guys to protect myself will be done on a demo. So please do not expect me to give you guys financial advice because that's not what I do here. But if you like what you see, if I'm calling the markets as they should be called, and the markets are moving exactly as I said they're going to move, then you decide if you get any value out of that, and you decide what you want to do with that. But I'm never going to tell you what to do with that. So that's that for gold. But I'm seeing some type of deep retracement on Nasdaq that I don't like. That's why I don't like to focus on gold today. Let's just watch it and see if it hits this highs right here, and then maybe we'll take something off the table. I want to go back to Nasdaq because it's really, really retracing, and that's what we trade every single day. So let's go to that and see what's going on. Might take me a little bit to recalibrate. Okay. So on Nasdaq, we had this aggressive drop lower. Keep in mind we haven't this 8 minutes. And now the market looks like it's returning. So I'm just not gonna do nothing extra. I was in these sales. If you look, take a deeper look. I got these sales during London session up here, and I added more here. So let's see this continues dropping lower. We already had an aggressive drop lower. If we're looking for 50 points, like I said, we did already got a 100-point run. So that perhaps could have been partials taken, but obviously we're distracted with gold. This is why when you're trading two things at once, it does become a little distracting. So let's kind of recalibrate here and fix it on what NASDAQ can do. Because part of me feels like, if I'm being honest with you, I mean, let me get this out of the way. I really don't like how we're trading within London sessions range. Okay, if you look at London session, we're still within this range, right? From, let's just call it these lows over here, these highs. So if I want to short, ideally I like to short outside of that. So meaning, ideally I like to see it run above London session highs. We didn't get that. So unless we're in these sales, they initially took off. Part of me feels a little uncomfortable, especially after we took out these lows right here. So we'll see if we get a continuation, but we took out these lows and we took out what London session lows as well, because again, 2 a.m. is when London session starts. So we're going off of that. This is 2 a.m. lows right here. Right here. So took that out. And now I have this deep retracement. Quite frankly, not a fan of that. These highs become in jeopardy. Let's look at it from a regular trading hour perspective as well. So from a regular trading hour perspective, are there any opening gaps? Yeah, from regular trading hour perspective, we have these highs, guys. So these highs look too, if I'm being real, look too attractive. So I would not be surprised to take a loss on this one. So I won't be adding to any positions. I want to see us continue driving lower. But the way this looks, Let me just take a look at US 30 for a second. I'm really not a fan right now. Yeah, can we close right here? I'm really not a fan of this. So I might just close out this trade actually. Missed the opportunity to take some profits off the table on NASDAQ. I'm really not a fan of this trade, especially if it starts breaking above this level here. I'm really not a fan of this trade, guys. I'm really, really not. It doesn't sit right with me right now. It doesn't sit right. It doesn't sit right with me right now. Yeah, we're gonna close the trade out. Where's my mouse? Okay, so that was gonna be on the sidelines. So again, we had a 100 point move. I was busy talking about gold, didn't capture that, but we're still enjoying those gold buys. So we're not tripping on that. Let's take our time to break down Nasdaq before we get back into this thing, if we do decide. So new week opened up here. Yesterday it closed here. So let's do this. All right, guys. So that was a good call. Nasdaq to get out the way, right? So you can see what's going on here on Nasdaq. Take our time. Let's not rush into these sales, even though I have a strong sense that the market's going to drop due to the news. But like we had, oh, there goes that drop. Hold on, what time is it? 1 minute for the news. 1 minute before that news release. I think gold is doing numbers right now. I think gold just went stupid high. Let's just go to gold. I'm sorry. Like, I'm gonna just have to focus on gold today, guys. We're gonna wait for Nasdaq to run these highs, but gold, I think gold just did some crazy. Here's that news release, guys. Yep, there's Nasdaq. Watch it push higher more than likely. That's how I feel about it. A lot is going on. I'm trying to really focus. I'm trying to focus, guys, because I'm really trying to mark this stuff up correctly. But let's look at gold. Let's look at gold. I'm gonna have to peel something off at gold. Look at gold doing its thing. Mhm. we can take something off here on gold. Or we can wait for it to hit this vault up here, which I feel strongly about this getting hit. I really do. I feel strongly about that getting hit. So, question: should we wait? Like, where else is it gonna go? Is it gonna turn all the way around? Just take something off the table, I guess. Let's go to gold. Take some off the table, guys. I have a slow mouse. Today is this is why I say speed is important in trading. Because look at me, I'm trying to literally go through this thing. All right, so we took something off the table. Speed is important. I rather have a speedy button. I tap it, executes right the freaking away. Not this crap where my mouse is so slow. Using this freaking. Okay. So gold, gold, gold. Gold delivered to these highs up here. After a beautiful, look at that beautifully sweep liquidity, drop lower. Boom. So all that liquidity. Look going out there on a 1 minute perspective. Create a nice structure here for price and increase higher. So that was nice to see on gold. Now we're gonna move our stop loss and profit here. I give gold another chance. Gold. This some I've been avoiding gold, man, but it's event driven. So I'm gonna give gold. Um, Shout out to gold right now. Shout out to gold. Shout out to gold. Shout out to gold. So again, eyes are on these highs now. So I'm just gonna set an alert. We have our stop loss in place. All right. So I want to make this even tight. Whoa, why is it? Oh shit. See, this is a big mistake, grave mistake, guys. I didn't realize. I don't know if you guys saw what happened there. So this chart is the regular contract chart. This is where I was supposed to take partials right here. Bad numbers. So let's sell 5. Let's do it like this. Partial close. Take 5 on the table. So the chart to the right is actually like the regular gold contract. So when I click sell, I thought I was peeling off something here. Because to the left is your mini or your micro, and it's your mini chart. So when I click sell 5 here, I was really selling. Yeah, that was bad. It was bad. Luckily, I caught that. I don't like how my mouse really moving slow today. I'm getting really irritated about that shit. I'm trying to snatch some bags. Can't be moving slow now. I'll be moving slow. Okay. So yeah, the next target to me, if we get above this candle over here, we're gonna go up here. 3425. That's my expectations on gold. So let's just keep that in mind. And I'm gonna actually change this to the micro chart as well. So we don't get confused like that again. Let's go to change the micro. Or any confusion. I'm gonna delete. No, any more confusion. So there we go. Now we're all on the same page. Quite frankly, I feel like I can move the stop loss way higher. So we're gonna do this. Let's see where I want to move it. I don't put it too tight where the markets might just come back and knock me out, and I don't enjoy this run. But at the same time, we're up 2,300 and we're only securing 500. Kind of doesn't feel right. Let's let that play. Let's move this up way up. Let's move it tighter. We can go tighter. Let's make it tighter. There we go. All right, so way in gold. I love this. I love this. I love it. We're gonna start selling here. So just gets there. We're gonna sell off. Let's just go with 4 contracts. Should we go 4 or 3? That's the 3 contracts. It's getting crazy on gold right now. All right. So see if it gets up there. And let's go back to Nasdaq, guys. Nasdaq. What's Nasdaq? Exactly. So I told you guys I didn't want to be in that thing, and I got out. Mm-hmm. Didn't want to end up being liquidity, man. Not today. Not today, fellas. Never. All right. So let's take our time. We're gonna break this chart down together and see where is it reasonable for us to potentially expect sell off. Let's take our time because I'm not really impressed by Nasdaq right now. So right now we're looking at electronic trading hours. So automatically, what is in your eyes? What comes to mind? We had to pull liquidity right here. We had to pull liquidity right there. We want to watch that. See when that gets tagged, what happens there. Um, and then what else do we have? What is the 5 minute chart? Let's go to the 1 hour chart, guys. 1 hour chart. What's on the 1 hour? Yeah, we have pull liquidity. And we still have this nice loot zone. So as much as markets might take out these highs, as long as we don't go and close above this candle's like opening, I'm still interested in shorting this. So these highs can be ran out. And I'll look for some shorts, potentially. But I won't be in any rush. Let's go to 15-minute chart. 15-minute chart looks good. I mean, we have a new week opening gap up here. So at this point, what I would like to see is, can price take out these highs? When it does it have the ability to potentially, right, um, trade to this level right here? No clue. But we'll see if it has that ability, right, to trade up there. But these highs for sure, I see are likely to get taken out. 5 minute chart. Again, same thing already outlined here. This is London highs. That's why I wasn't impressed. Again, what I could have done if I wasn't looking at gold, when price drops aggressively by 100 points, again, all we're looking for is 50 points every session. When price dropped aggressively here, boom, that was a 100-point move. Took out these lows. That should have been some partial taken off. But we're distracted by gold, which gold is been phenomenal. So I can't even complain, right? Gold is still, as much as we're distracted, gold is doing its thing. I'm not mad at it. But just saying, this would have been a nice area to take something off the table because it's a liquidity pool. We have midnight opening price, right? Which opening price can act as support resistance, the real support resistance market, in my opinion. And then if you look to the left, we had this nice little loose zone right here. So it made sense for us to see a reversal. Now, if we're to just get into this market, just getting it up in buys. Let's go on 1 minute chart. This right here would be a buy for me. I wouldn't want to see price go below here. I like to see price maybe use it as a nice little order block, C4, and then boost price higher. But I'm not in the business of trading buys on Nasdaq right now. But this would be a nice. This could be a nice area to buy real quick right here. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Would that give us 50 points? Hmm. Let's see. That give us 50 points. I don't know, but again, it's already above New York opening price and Mina opening price. So I'm not really interested in it. But if I was to take a stab at anything right on Nasdaq right now, it'd be something like this. Again, not financial advice, please. So if I was to take a stab, again, this is not me. I don't like. I wouldn't want to be a buyer today. But in terms of raw liquidity, I would like to see a quick little move from where I just highlighted all the way up here. But again, that's only 30 points, so I'm not really interested in that. It's not worth my time, not worth the risk. So therefore, we do what? Nothing. Just observe price. So I want to see what happens when these highs get ran out here. Now what's next in line? US 30 is doing numbers. Let's go US 30 real quick. It's doing numbers. It's doing jumping jacks. It's going up. If you can buy, you make it that yiddy. Yiddy means that money on. Money. See, I'm looking at 30. Just wants to go higher, man. I don't see nothing bearish right now. So again, I'm not impressed to take any sells based off of any impulses right now. There's nothing here that looks attractive to me. Quite frankly, let's kind of rearrange this, guys. I think I'm missing something here. Let's go back to regular trading hours. Okay. So we have this new week opening gap and high. This is for this week. All right. Then we have June 13th opening. So again, if I'm to do anything, it would be around these levels, new week opening gaps. So either you keeps going higher. So up here, 22,000 level. So again, we're seeing some movement. You see how it dove deeper into these down close candles? And we're seeing a push now. So that's good. Just take out those highs. Real time expectations. You see how that's playing out? So I was talking about earlier. I'm just not interested in as much as I could see that pushing price higher. I just wasn't interested in it, right? But I don't think the risk reward was there for me. But you can see, boom, exactly what we just called. Look how beautiful. Look how does that. Isn't that beautiful? Call live. Again, I wasn't interested in it, but you can see exactly price dropping to this level that I called and boosting higher. Now, perhaps looking back, you might be like, well, you should have taken those buys because price could go all the way. I mean, these highs are in jeopardy too now. Let me draw that out. So if I was using here as an area of target, right? Perhaps that'll get my 50 points. But Again, I'm just not the biggest fan of that movement. Let me take a step closer now. I'm looking. We do have a new day opening gap. So let's also draw this out. I don't want to put too much stuff in my charts. Let's draw this out. Bro, when I tell you guys, my mouse is just. Who wants to buy me a new mouse at this point? All right. Mouse is slow. All right, so we're hitting this new day opening gap. I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that. So again, I guess this could have been a nice one, right? From the 910 to 960 50 point run. So it should have had it on charts, but it is what it is. So that could have been a nice 50 point run here. The one I just called out, our price dropped to here. Now we're taking off to here. So that would have been a nice run actually. But again, I just didn't feel like getting into it. I still felt like the risk reward was not there. Keep in mind we're still running this heist on gold. Gold looks like it's doing good, but now we're starting to see some type of breakdown. So we'll see if this. I want to see this consolidation potentially hold up price. We'll see that if that takes place at all. Racy gold looks like it's trying to come back down. This market is very manipulative. I'm not really the biggest fan of gold. If I'm being real with you guys, about to take me out. Yep, getting very close. Will not be surprised if gold just takes us out here and then still finds a way higher. But again, we already took partials up here. We took out these highs, took some off the table. I just want to see if we can make some more, have more momentum to go higher here. But it looks like we're slowing down. And perhaps I could have seen that, right? Because if you pay attention, right, maybe I should take more off the table, honestly speaking. We hit a strong level here. This is where the week opened. on Sunday. So perhaps I really could have taken something off the table there. I mean, I did take something off the table, like more on gold. That would be nice. But it is what it is. Still got a nice little move there. Back to Nasdaq. Well, gold's gonna knock us out. I'm sure of that now. Nasdaq is pushing. So this could have been our entry here, but again, it was above 9:30 opening price, midnight opening price. I didn't feel like taking that, guys. So we let that one slip out of our hands. It didn't really slip out of our hands. I literally just decided not to take it. So again, already looking back, this might be one situation where I'm like, well, I could have taken that buy. And it would have been a 100-point run because it might just keep going to the next level I mentioned up here, 22,000 mark. So this could have been a nice little push from here. From here to here, 80, 90-point run. You just didn't take advantage of it. Oh, wow. Something funny that just happened. You know what? Can't even complain. So I'll tell you guys this. On one of my other accounts, again, I just trade this one from you guys. One of my other accounts. I guess I had some buy stops in place that never closed out. So it actually got me in at a 920 level. So we're actually chilling in Nasdaq as well. About seven contracts. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. I like that. So we're in on Nasdaq, at least on other side of things. But this is what I was calling here. This over here, we're seeing prices move up higher, called in real time. Now, if I am a buyer, I don't want to see it come back below here. So I want to see, ideally, here's the hold up price. I want to see a hold up price. All right, we'll see again. We're pushing here on Nasdaq. Let's look at gold and how stupid it is. I hate gold. I'm really not a fan of gold, guys. This is again, it did its thing today, but I feel like I could have kept going. So every time it doesn't keep going, I'm gonna blame it on the fact that gold is done. That's a shit coin. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Okay. Again, if I'm a buyer, this should hold. If this doesn't hold, I'll be more cautious of potential sell off. Could you be mine? Mm. All right, seeing that hold up still. So buyers are still in good hands, in my opinion. Um, on Nasdaq, I don't know if we're gonna get sells this AM session. But I like how around these highs, which is London highs, but we maintain momentum. Nothing has changed. So we're enjoying that. And I just want to look at gold again, just because gold's been, yeah. So looking back, honestly, I didn't have this highlighted strongly on my charts. It would maybe probably take off more. And honestly, I was over indexing for the fact that um wars going on, so I want to see gold really take off. Not saying it can't, I think it still can. But it's just I just hate trading this market. I really do. It's never it's just gold is so rough in my opinion. I'm not a fan of gold. I'm really not. I'm really not. Like, look at this crap, man. Look at this. Imagine trading this. Look at this crap. Like, imagine trading this stuff all throughout last week. Like, oh my goodness. Who trades it? Okay. I'm just going to take this off my chart for now. I don't want to look at gold no more. He's done his job for us this morning, though. He's done his job. So we'll give this props. Thank you, gold. Now you can get the fuck out of here. I don't need no gold on my goddamn charts no more. Oh, let's go to your targets. Go to your targets, all right? See how NASDAQ does everything beautifully when highlighted. Gold is just a nut. How people trade that thing. We traded it today, but shit, man. Could be any worse. Now let's just go to these levels here. Just see. And then guys, I'll be out here next 15 minutes. So in 15 minutes, I'll be out. I'm not gonna stay here too long today. I got stuff to do. But nonetheless, one of the questions I do have for this charts for Nasdaq is like, what if it wants to go all the way back up here? It could take out Friday's highs and then still deliver once again lower. It doesn't have to, but like, look at it from a 4 hour perspective. It did some damage on the lows, right? So I didn't want to see it get to here at least 22,000. We're already there, so it can start. It can start dropping from here. It could. Um, this is often the consolidation. These markets are all in consolidation, so it's a little tougher. But I'd rather be a seller overall. Let's go to regular trading hours. Again, on a regular trading hour basis, I mean, we still have this pool liquidity take out, guys. Thursday's lows. So if you look on this chart, it looks like it already did it, right? Because 21,725 is the level. I might get back. It didn't do it. Oh yeah. So here, right? It did it during Asian session. So all this right here, yes, it was done during Asian session, but like we haven't done it during regular trading hours. So I won't be surprised again. The price still makes its way lower here. Whether it's today, whether it's the PM session, whether it's tomorrow, my eyes are still on lower prices on Nasdaq. 100%. If it keeps going higher, oh well. I gotta see something in the charts that makes me want to actually execute. Right now, there's nothing on the charts. Everything just tells the market's gonna keep going higher. I'm just watching for failures of the bullish momentum. So far, I haven't seen any of that. So there's nothing to do. But what I'm gonna be looking for, if it starts turning around and creates that curvature or market maker sell model, these lows at 21,720 look nice. And eventually, I think we can go all the way here to 21,000. So if we start just breaking down here, that's where my eyes are at. On the 15-minute chart, regular trading hours, keep in mind we're still trading in this new day opening gap. So watch these levels and then watch this level here. So if price is to get to this new opening gap low, watch how it interacts with that. If that starts creating some type of resistance, I like that. And then you can see how on the lows, this just looks like a bunch of liquidity. Equal lows here just resting there. So they start coming back down. Again, I'm expecting these lows to get snatched at 21,760. Just call it 750 level. I would like to see that taken out in regular trading hours. We did it in electronic, but I want to see taken out in regular trading hours. So to me, these lows are still valid, even though price is pushing higher. I still want to see this get taken out. Okay. What changes that? Well, if we find our way above, let's call it 21,150 with a solid close, then I will change my mind. But as long as we hit this level, I mean, all these levels I would expect to turn around and eventually take place. Now we're seeing Nasdaq bust way higher, and I love it. Again, I'm in these buys on another account here, but I just happened to have some buy stops I didn't take out, so it got me in at a nice level. I love it. I love it. But look at what those C4s delivered. I told you guys the drops in there is going to take off. I tell you guys, I'm a bull. I want to see this hold price. Look how price is being held there, and look what we're going to the level I called earlier, right here. Isn't that wonderful? So without even being in this markets right here, you can see the level of precision that we're seeing here. It's wonderful. So for me, close that over here. Sell by market. So cool. Two. Cool. So, again, I'll be taking partials. I don't really care if it's hit here. I just took some. But this like where it's going to go hit. And then the question is, how much higher does it go? We also look at US 30. US 30 is about to run at its previous day's highs. NASDAQ is far away from that. So if US 30 runs higher, takes our previous highs, and NASDAQ does not, we're going to look for that again, that turnaround. Does it happen today? I don't know. We just have to work with the context that Marcus is giving us right now. So US 30 runs at its highs and NASDAQ starts stalling around here and it gives a solid breakdown. I'm going to take those sales. So price is just delivering as like gangbusters. It's just nice to see this happen. You guys saw me dodge that bullet. Remember, I was in those sales earlier, guys. I was in those sales earlier. So price dropped lower. Didn't take anything off the table because I was looking at freaking gold, which again, gold did phenomenal today. I'm not going to complain about that. But that was a nice 100-point move. The price are reversing. We saw this clear level of liquidity. So this is how you know, like, support resistance does not work, guys. The basic support resistance does not work. You see this level here? that retail considered resistance, I was in sales. I understood that if I stayed in it, I would be liquidity because the rate took out, the rate did damage on the low end. So it starts turning around. It's gonna come for those that are selling, and that's what the markets did. Took out these highs, took out these highs, and now we're at this level I call we're gonna get to. And we did it based off of this delivery here. It's down those candles, popped in there, price went higher. I'll call it this level, precision, right? Popped in here, price goes higher again. Now we're just watching. Does this level give us a turnaround? Or does this level give us a turnaround? Or do we just keep on marching higher for the day? So if I'm a buyer, I would not want to see price come back below this last down close candle here. Look, if you're not, so just a shout out to the Texas Heights. This is the Colossal Trader page. Again, I trade live every single day. I'm either trading live on this channel. I'm gonna be trading live on the Texas Heights channel on YouTube channel. So if you're not subscribed to both channels, guys, okay, all this stuff going on with the war, I'm just trying to show you guys how to navigate the markets, and hopefully you guys can learn something from that, right? We'll call this live, and you see the level of precision that we're getting so far. And I've done this multiple times. It's not the first time, second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time, sixth time. We call the markets live, execute on it live. But again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm never going to do anything on a live account in front of you guys. All right. I actually did that last year. So last year, I was doing some challenges last year, and if you look back, I had passed it was 750,000 in challenges. But maybe I'll do that again. We'll see if I feel like going that route. But I'm just never gonna take click any buttons. Trading is risky. It's unstable. So you can lose it all. It really is. You really could. You gotta be dedicated to this stuff, man. You gotta be dedicated, putting the time, putting the work, man. Putting the craft, bro. You gotta be dedicated to the craft. It's just the truth of it. It's not an easy game. But we're here to make billions, not millions, billions. All this inflation going on, we got to target B's now. If 50 years, 10, 20 years from now, it's going to be B's. That we talk about billionaires and trillionaires. No longer millionaires and billionaires. It's going to be billionaires and trillionaires. So we got to go to the B's. So we're going to snatch these bags, open up hedge funds and things like that of that nature, and keep on running it up. But the most important thing is really skill, element of precision. That's what we're here for. Just keep on getting experience. You watch this. I'm giving you guys my 6 years of experience of really. Well, I feel like ever since I started learning smart money concepts, that was when I really started my trading journey. Because that's when you see the chart vividly. Not saying other experiences before then are invalid. I love those other experiences, like the way I was, the view, my perspective on the markets before. I was using retail logic, read every single book out there. Support, resistance, supply zones, demand zones, Elliott waves, trend lines, and animal patterns. What else is out there? The pin bars and the indecisive bar, the dojis, um, RSIs, stochastics, build my own anything you can think about, right? I did all that. But starting 2020, that's when I started really having a different view of the market. That's when I started learning from my mentor. And he teaches smart money concepts. So I feel like from that lens, it's just 5 years of understanding that information is what I'm just trying to lend to you guys. That's when I really started feeling like I started viewing the markets. Like really understand what the markets are doing, understand the mechanics. It's been 5 years. That's when the journey started. Now actually understanding it, how it moves, getting some real knowledge of it, watching it play out. I mean, it's been 5 years. I was in the mentorship. I got a lot of knowledge, a lot of insight. So I was watching it happen live. But for me to do it without being handheld, without watching someone else, but without looking at what my mentor was doing, about 3 years, 4 years. So again, it's just levels of experience that we just keep on gaining here. We're not going to stop. So that being said, I don't really feel like staying here much longer. I feel like these markets can keep going higher. They can start reversing at any moment. But when I say any moment, the specific levels are waiting for that reversal to happen. And those levels are here at 20, around this level. I want to see hit it, right? Or let's go on the 15-minute chart. We also have this nice little level in here, nice little loop zone right here. So let's call it 22,050-ish or up here. So those three levels what I'm watching. I want to see those turn price around. If it gives me a strong indication on the 5-minute chart, then I'll look to take sales. But the way this market looks right now, it's ready about to be 11 o'clock New York time. Again, I guess pay attention to the last, towards the ending, the closing of the 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock candle.